tipsy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm gonna see. I poured 100 milliliters of this out into a bottle to store, so I can use this to tie it, kind of smooth out what's, give a little smoothness, a few of the characteristics to the Jamaican rum, dark rum that I use to make spice rum, so I can make, when I make another batch, that'll be for that other batch. Or I can just say fuck you and buy this. And I sipped on it quite a bit, and I've cooked with it, and I've used it. So let me see how lightweight I've gotten, since I hadn't drank hard liquor straight like that in a long time. Like this, or on rocks like this. It's on rocks. Oh yeah, some nice little caramely notes to it. Anyway, on the nose, oaky as well. Very unique, very pleasant, but different. That's good. That's good. Anyway, Cruisin', St. Croix origin. You saw the damn bottle. Anyways, let's go into it, shall we?
Bart K, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're not going to get away with all of the fallacies and logical inconsistencies you exhibited when we spoke.
Wow. The Freudian projection mania is unreal. Well, I'll make it a drinking game for now. Well, until I run out of this rum, because I'm not getting that other. Fuck no. I'm not getting that out either. No. Triple sec would be horrible. It's not mine anyway. Anyway. Take a swallow every time he projects. Oh boy. If I had a fucking full bottle of that, I'd die alcohol poisoning tonight and you'd see it live.
I took your recommendation to rewatch the debate and realized that you used a whole host of logical fallacies.
No. He didn't. You did. And now you're arrogantly projecting. This is why he said you have an ego problem and a Dunning-Kruger problem. He's correct once again.
And double standards. And also, you did...
This is gonna be bad. Oh, I need to get the Chardonnay. I need something else to get fucked up with. Oh, God. Why are you doing me this, Joey? Why are you doing it? Oh, God. Oh.
Did this.
Screamed at you. I never did, Joey. Not once. You absolute mindless fuck.
That's not an ad hominem. That's called an insult. Let me introduce you guys, so these fucking ignoramuses out there that don't know what it means to do an ad hominem. I get accused of this when I'm insolent to fucking dishonest, bad faith, fuck asses and cunt rats and cocksuckers. Okay, that's how. When I get insolent to them, I'm not using the insult instead as my argument. If I started doing that, that's when the ad hominem attack actually becomes a legit ad hominem fallacy. Oh.
Fucking lying little cunt.
And you are lying your ass off.
You fucking idiot. You've never been taught about respect, obviously.
He's right here. You clearly haven't. You've been pampered a bit. And fucking Christ.
Either. Fucking ridiculous little turd.
Obviously, you're not going to say these things about me and not get something back. I don't need to curse and lose my temper to do it. Everyone has called me names, but this is your credibility right here. I'm not saying that he's scientifically, adept in any way. But
Okay, is James Blunt a medical practitioner, Joey?
You cited James Blunt. You cited fucking someone who has no idea what the fuck he's talking about in this subject, who has not gone to seek help and get it recorded and what's going on. He had just as much of an idea of whether he has scurvy or not as you. Actually, maybe slightly more than you, because he actually knew what the fuck gingivitis was at some point in his life. What's he, in his 50s now?
So Bart K chooses not to accept James Blunt's anecdote. That's
because it's a fucking anecdote, you retard. It's a fucking anecdote. Of course it's fine he doesn't accept it, because it's an anecdote, you little fuckwit. See, that's called an insult. You deserve to be insulted for being a little shit stain. And you're someone that's coming out of your teenagers, going through a rebellious phase like we all do, but some of us get get beat the fuck out of with the humility stick. You clearly have been shielded from it. The worst one Dad used to do me when he was alive, he's like, "It's just like," and he'd compare me to someone I fucking could not stand, bloodkin or not, and I'd say, "Fuck you, old man, I'll prove you wrong." Or whether literally or thinking in my head, it didn't matter. I would still do it, because fuck you, you're wrong. And I proved him wrong. He knew how to he knew me well. He understood me better than others, and he understood me in a way to that degree. Well, do I appreciate him being using that? No, but it showed me something.
fine. If he wants to be consistent and never accept anecdotes ever, by all means, his prerogative. But if
it's not his prerogative, he's going by the scientific criteria. You're not.
Anecdotes are so useless, why does Bart do carnivore success stories on his channel?
Because they fucking went through the shit. You could find out what they went through. I mean, look at Easy Carnivore. Easy Carney. That motherfucker had a quadruple bypass at like what? 23 years old. Correct me, Easy, if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, dude. I think if I'm if I am wrong, yeah, I'm in the past the tipsy mark. Fuck me. Ooh, on the rocks, so good. Woo! Damn, that's nice. 99 bottles of ass on the wall. 99 bottles of ass. Take a sip, pass it around. 98. Take a drink, pass it around. Then it's 98 bottles of ass on the wall. Anyway.
They're just useless, right? They're anecdotes. They don't mean anything because they're not verified by a medical practitioner.
In his case, I'll use him as an example again, Easy. His can be backed up what happened to him by medical professionals. If he wanted to get his own records on the show, he absolutely could. It's more useful of an anecdote than any of the three you got. And people, success stories are okay. Besides,
Bart is a hypocrite because he only accepts anecdotes when they're on his side.
That's not how this works, dumbass.
James Blunt says he got scurvy. He says his doctor said he got scurvy.
Not even gonna comment anymore. I said my piece. I'm gonna let him just ramble his mouth.
Some random person healed IBS on carnivore, and Bart K trusts what they say. Bart K trusts whichever anecdote goes along with his biased agenda.
Okay, bud. Okay.
He's not, but he said that he had scurvy from cooked carnivore.
Well, okay. I had leprosy, Joey. I had leprosy because I say so.
What he was doing here was pointing out that claim was just as useless as what Bart said. The claim Bart made rhetorically. For God's sake. Let me see how many comments are shitting on you. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to fucking disagree on that, Thomas. Bart's not doing us in the scientism cult. He's expressing what it is being a scientist. That's different than the scientism cult, Thomas. You were Bart. I'm sorry. You still don't get Bart. You're sheeple material, son. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Saying shit like that.
Again, Bart ridicules the anecdotes of people who don't fit his agenda. He's inconsistent, and despite there being the obvious possibility that someone gets scurvy on carnivore,
there has never been a properly confirmed case. We have no ability to go back. Easy Carnivore's case can be looked into. You couldn't do that with James Blunt stuff. You couldn't do that with these other guys that are on plant fake news. Peddling their fucking anecdotes. Are you shitting me? Sorry. It's almost like when you're not eating carbohydrates, your vitamin C is damn near zero in requirement. Wonder fucking why. It couldn't possibly be your purine metabolism adjusting, which is why they go have occasional gout flare up, then it goes back down and goes away. Then, or maybe, why am I saying that? Well, I just watched, why did I say what I did with, what I did here? When I said doubt, let's just say the individual that Thomas was talking about did a little bit of bad faith shit tactic against Liquid Zulu. What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. What's up, guys? I am a little bit woo. Get the last of my dark rum reserves on the rocks, and well, it didn't there was a bit of the nose, like different scents and aromas coming out at first. Now it's gone, but because the ice chilled it down, so it wouldn't be doing that as much. But hold on. Oh boy, let's rewind this.
Bart K, I apologize.
Yeah, this is purely. This was a clickbait. This is part of the clickbait. I'm calling it.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe you.
I'm sorry, but you're not going to get away with all of the fallacies and logical inconsistencies you exhibited when we spoke.
Send me to hell already! Fuck! I might even consider paying for an assisted suicide. Holy shit, the hell world! Well, I'd be going to another version of this place. Fuck it. Maybe it'll get better. Fuck, I don't know! I'm so confuckled about this in the head, because holy shit! Holy shit!
I took your recommendation to rewatch the debate and realize...
Yeah, and you got an ego problem. When your fucking ass hurt. You got a Dunning-Kruger problem. Like so many I fucking argued with and fell out with. Still unwilling to change when they... and accept things I've learned to accept. Some of them just got that toxic. Others, I just let them spew. Because I fucking love them to death and they haven't fucking targeted me with it like others have. And then some of them are my oldest fucking amigos at IRL and online. Fam, you know? Fuck. Where'd my goddamn deodorant go? Where did I fucking lose it at? Fuck me. Oh well. Swamp pits. Sorry. It's just too fucking ridiculous. This is... That's what this is. The whole... That's what I'm thinking of this shit as I watch it. What I just acted out.
That you used a whole host of logical fallacies and double standards. And
oh, dear fucking God. It feels the same as when I first tried recording this son of a bitch. Oh, fuck.
Also, you did this.
Screamed at you. I never did, Joey. Not once.
Those are called insults, Joey. Have you ever heard the concept?
You absolute mindless fuck.
Yeah, he's insulting the piss out of you. It's not that he was using them as his argument. So if you're trying to portray this as a fallacy, it's not. Why? Because he would have to be using it as a fucking argument, dumbass.
You fucking lying little cunt.
Yes, he is.
You fucking idiot.
Yes.
You've been taught about respect.
I agree. He has clearly. He clearly has not.
Obviously. Either. Fucking ridiculous little turd.
That it's also so sad, but looking more and more true by the day.
Obviously, you're not going to say these things about me and not get something back.
Maybe you shouldn't be fucking going out of your way being an arrogant little tism spiral. Maybe, or no. Well, I insult myself all the time, so it don't matter. Maybe you wouldn't fucking do that. Maybe he wouldn't fucking justify insulting you like he did, venomously. And rightfully fucking so!
I don't need to curse and lose my temper to do it.
He doesn't... He has explicitly stated his video style is to be intentionally inflammatory to get chuckles and laughs and clicks because it fucking works. Retard!
Everyone has called me names, but this is your credibility right here.
Fuck me, bump the button on the keyboard.
I'm not saying that he's scientifically, adept in any way. But
Okay, is James Blunt a medical practitioner, Joey?
So Bart K chooses not to accept James Blunt's anecdote. That's fine. If he wants to be consistent and never accept anecdotes ever, by all means, his prerogative. But if anecdotes are so useless, why does Bart do carnivore success stories on his channel?
Because he wants to promote people who, like Easy Carnivore's case. That poor bastard, I think, went through a quadruple bypass. Correct me if I'm fucking wrong, Easy. Please do. I'm telling you. When he was 23 years old, and going carnivorous helped him regain his health. Well, I'm not doing anything much to help mine right now, but I fucking need to be stoned to help cope against the stupidity of this fucking shit.
They're just useless, right? They're anecdotes. They don't mean anything because they're not verified by a medical.
And it also gives people, it helps convince fuckers from the outside looking in saying, maybe I can give this a try. Why the fuck not? Let's see what happens. You ever heard of promoting something for a good cause? And the other thing, you could actually go, if he wanted to, he could give you samples of his medical record that's not confidential, right? The medical system can't do that unless the feds tell them, because, the feds are going to fucking fed ass. Fed asses are going to fed ass because they fucking suck and always will. So they're fucking cunts. Anyway. I got some Portuguese spiced sardines. I'm gonna eat these bitches after I film this, because I'm fucking hungry again, even though I ate a giant portion of meatloaf and I ate whatever.
Practitioner. Bart is a hypocrite because he only accepts anecdotes when they're on his side.
You couldn't look up shit about James Blunt's case. You'd have to go to James Blunt directly. You could do that, and I don't think we could, we have the fucking means to do that. The fuck are you talking about, dude? And the dude, you could probably ask Easy Carnivore for info if he's willing to share it with censored whatever, on documents of him having that, and then papers showing after he did a certain number of months his blood marker test and all this other kind of shit that he did tests on while doing carnivore. You could probably do that with Easy Carnivore if you just went and asked him if he was able to. Whereas you couldn't do that with James Blunt. He's a celebrity, which gives a tiny grain more legitimacy. And I think then again, I haven't looked into the laws around that shit, but I know about stuff like that because I got records on my dad's leg and foot and lumbar just getting fucking practically yiffed in hell, if you want to go with furry puns. I'm giving blinkers ammo here because why the fuck? It's gonna make fun of me anyway. So, anyway. There's these kind of things that I had to think about on the spot, but I'm still putting them out to you guys as I'm thinking them up on the spot. These are kind of things you could probably do with some of these healed by carnivore type stories. And he's following the physiology and biochemistry and nutrition research, actual field, and all that shit, and statistics and the actual scientific method when it comes to the diet. That's what he's following. On top of that, so that gives a little bit more lenience to his favor. That he would know what the fuck he was doing. You clearly do not. You fucking manlet. No, you're not a manlet. You're still you're leaving childhood, but you're still the You're mentally a fucking child. Let's put it that way.
James Blunt says he got scurvy. He says his doctor said he got scurvy.
He says his doctor says, but did he offer anything? Did anyone ask him to offer anything? Probably not. No, I don't think so. Would he? I don't know. You have more of an opportunity to ask Easy Carnivore in this case for proof versus James fucking Blunt. That gives him a little bit more fucking legitimacy, retard. Actually, I'm not gonna cuss retarded people. I apologize. All you motherfuckers out there, I apologize. This is a malignant fucknut.
Random person healed IBS on carnivore, and Bart K trusts what they say.
This pattern I gave with Easy Carnivore is probably true with a lot of motherfuckers out there. Now, Professor, if I'm fucking up in anything I'm saying, please comment down below and tell me. I will admit, I will say it. I'll even correct me if I fucked up in anything I say, and I will make a follow-up apologizing for what I said. Okay? If I'm fucking up in any goddamn where, please tell me. I want to admit, I'm willing. It's not that no one wants to admit they're wrong. I'm willing to admit if I fucked up, okay? Please tell me.
Bart K trusts whichever anecdote goes along with his biased agenda.
He's
clearly not projection, motherfucker.
not, but he said that he had.
Apparently you never project on others. Apparently you never would do that.
From cooked carnivore.
Well, okay. I had leprosy, Joey. I had leprosy because I say so.
Again,
I just went over this, and what all of it was explaining ultimately leads to. James Blunt's assertions are just as vacuous or empty as Bart K's what Bart K's saying about his having leprosy. That's what he's trying to get at, you fucking dolt.
Bart ridicules the anecdotes of people who don't fit his agenda. He's inconsistent, and despite there being the obvious possibility that someone gets scurvy on carnivore,
you don't know that. You don't fucking know that. You refuse to admit that you're wrong. And you're a copium spiraling little lib shit.
Given that carnivore is literally the lowest vitamin C diet that people do that exists,
it doesn't matter. You don't know the bare minimum requirement of fucking vitamin C. I bet you didn't know there are certain things that make vitamin C's uses get recycled so it'll be renewed, so it'll do its job again. I bet you didn't know that uric acid metabolism and uric acid and purine regulations in the body could take up some of the slack. I bet you didn't know that. Of course not. You're too much of an opinionated windbag of a little shit.
Still picks and...
At least my dad, there's only one good thing I can think of about my dad's death. And as horrible as it sounds, I swear, I don't like the fact that it still fucks with me. I tried to wake his corpse up at fucking 8 o'clock in the goddamn morning. But the point I'm making is the only good thing that came out of it, it slapped me out into adulthood before my time, when everyone else is still looking at me like they did when I was still 16. Or when I was 12, in certain ways, mentally, like the way they acted around me, the way they talked to me, and the way they changed their tones around me compared to each other, compared to others. Almost condescending, patronizing undertones of sorts, if you will, that my dad always told me about. Oh yeah, I just went personal on the public platforms. Yeah, oh boo. Give me a little snippet of my actual life, motherfucker. So... and it's still, I got knocked into the fucking adulthood straight up. It's the only positive that came out of that. And that shouldn't be even, but it happened. It's a tragedy, but the tragedy catalyzed me mentally going forward just like that. Then I realized, man, the others around me are fucking kids compared to me mentally now. When I see the behaviors of other quote-unquote adults around me after that fucking being launched forward mentally. I didn't have the privilege this motherfucker has to be that kind of entitlement when I was his fucking age over 11 years ago. I didn't have it.
Chooses.
Oh yeah, I just went there, folks. And if it's unpalatable, then you can unsubscribe and fucking leave.
No diet is lower in vitamin C than carnivore, but yet Bart K says it's fine.
Because he knows physiology to that fucking degree, in biochemistry and pathology and all that shit. To that fucking degree. When you're not eating carbs, when you're not sucking down starches and sugars down your fucking neck, you won't need nearly as much vitamin C. Because you get a lot by with doing a lot more than, less becomes more. It becomes a biochemical expression of less is more. You fucking dunce.
With no actual evidence to back it up.
You don't have any evidence to back up we need more vitamin C. You're the one with the active claim. He is the passive in this case. You don't know how this shit works at fucking all. Not one fucking goddamn bit, boy. Little boy.
And Bart K thinks it's enough, and he's a research scientist. So
yeah, you have to prove how much vitamin C we need. You have to prove it. He does not. He is arguing that we don't need more than that. We don't need more vitamin C. He's not doing a shifting burden of proof fallacy where you frame a positive claim like a negative one. You know, where the burden of proof, you're trying to shift the burden of proof in the material and physical plane onto another motherfucker. He's not doing that, you idiot.
He can choose which anecdotes to trust, but we can't. He's the only one who can make that choice.
He follows the scientific method. Tooth and nail. But he also wants people to wake up to this shit. So anyone who's actually can be provably demonstrated to have been on the shit and reverse their health by going on it to any meaningful, or have the capability of asking, right, going into that shit. That and the fact he wants to, he's trying to help people. I'm sorry, I'm a little fucking drunk. I have to be to cope with this goddamn shit. Yeah, you see me getting a little bit drunk for the first time in a long time, live and recording. Fuck.
It is absolutely insane.
In those two things.
It just boggles my fucking mind.
With vitamin C, what we know is that it denatures at 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
It starts to, yes.
It starts to, yeah. Bart K is correcting you and telling you.
But is there sufficient vitamin C remaining after fully cooking meat? Yes, there is. How do I know? Because I don't have fucking scurvy, Joey.
And many people who do cooked carnivory have also fucking said this. You fucking mongoloid. Actually, no. That's an insult to mongoloids. Sorry, Asians. And by mongoloid, I mean the bone classification that part of my native ancestry, my Native American ancestry, and Asians go under. Yes, Native Americans are a mix of Western European, Northern European, Central Asian, and South Asian, and the direct Neanderthal, because they found Neanderthal bones over here. Richard Dawkins put it on Twitter like 2016 or something around there, during the Trump presidential run, where they cooked up the fabrication of Russiagate. Critical theory, as I call it. Leftists have critical theory. Right-wingers have conspiracy theory. Yeah, I'm going there publicly, motherfuckers. Eat me. So the Russiagate critical theory. Then, I was still able to access mine. So, Richard Dawkins talked about it's like over 100,000-year-old Neanderthal bones. So we got that, but the expressions and the combination of the varying genetics made it where they're dominantly mongoloid in the admixture. That's why they're classified as mongoloid along with Asians. It's not a racial slur. That's why I say I took it back. I said, sorry, Asians, my bad. I meant to say mongrel, but it's a slip of the tongue. Mongoloid bone analysis was popping up in my head because of forensic files. Because I want to watch some more of that after I finish this. So that's what happened. Sorry about that. You fucking dumb mongrel. That's what I meant to say. Yes, and again, I'm a little fucking drunk.
After 8.5 years.
Bart K makes a big mistake here and he contradicts himself.
Are you sure about that, kid? You smooth brain.
Why is Bart's anecdote to be trusted, but yet another person's isn't?
Holy fuck. Are you this stupid?
Bart K is not a medical practitioner. By his own logic, we should not trust his anecdotes.
He's not a medical practitioner, but he damn well knows what fucking bare minimum you need to document the goddamn shit. Need it. You know, he actually is of the nutrition research fields. He also knows how to do analyze medical records. He has that criteria. He could absolutely fucking do that. If he had to. If he felt that he must do it, he absolutely could do it. Fuck sakes, Joey. You are beyond gigatarded, alright?
This is the equivalent to saying, look, I never developed lung cancer and I'm 100 years old, therefore I know that smoking does not cause lung cancer. But
not even close, you stupid prick. Not even close. False equivalency and fake and false analogies. Double fallacy here.
Bart is a scientist, so we can take his unique experience and extrapolate that to everyone else. You know what? Let's say this guy who lived till 100, who didn't get lung cancer smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, was also a research scientist. Okay, great. That means we can all smoke a pack of cigarettes a day.
That's not it at all, you fucking idiot. You absolute mongrel.
Since his experience is indicative of exactly what we will or will not experience. It's complete hypocrisy.
Cool.
You're the fucking hypocrisy spewer trying to spin it around to point it at him.
Meat and you're unable to do it. Is that correct?
It's not correct because I have anecdotes.
No, anecdotes are not evidence, Joey. No, I'm sorry. No.
Oh, no?
Holy fuck, I'm glad I'm drunk. I'd be punching my monitor. Sweet fucking Christ. Oh, this is bad. Like, this is worse. This is worse than nuclear. What's up, guys? I'm almost shit-faced. I don't know where the almost is, and where the shit it ends, and where the shit-face begins. But let's see what happens to me in Carday. I believe I drank about 150 mils of dark rum, and I'm a little tipsy. Yeah, I'm lightweight. More lightweight now because, you know, ketovore. Shit, I have something in my eye. Give me a second. Now, let's get into this fucking anus turkey, shall we? No, not get into it. No, let's incinerate. This proper thing to do is incinerate this anus turkey. Look, you son of a bitch. Look, you motherfucker. Why did I have to click on Discord? Alright, I'm gonna An NPC in denial. Comment. Oh. Bart is an NPC siphoning your energy. Oh God. Why? Shay. Oh no. No. Jesus Christ, Blakers! Oh, you two piece of shit! You're making me cry. I haven't even started this video yet. Oh, kill me.
Bart K, I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, you're not, Joey. No, you're not. You're being a ginormous faglione right now.
I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get away with all the fallacies and logical.
Who couldn't provide a single piece of physiology or anything as requested because the little fucktard was unprepared. Wah. Don't ask how I learned to do that. Just take in the shot and take it up your ass. I'm fucked up, Neffy. Yes, I am. I'm gonna get more fucked up. I need to be for this amount of cope. God damn. I'm actually, this is the honorable form of coping. I'm coping against fucking legit cringe.
Consistencies.
You're the one who was harping about my nature, my this, my that. You haven't and you didn't substantiate diddle dick. You're philosophically illiterate. You're illiterate in this subject, in this discipline, as a motherfucker. But you act like you know more than these others and have all the answers, which is a sign of a hero complex. The same thing fucking authoritarians have. Unless they're just blatantly evil and choose to not give a fuck, or are actually unable to give a fuck due to being unable to have fucking empathy. In other words, sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists. Now, I'm not going to call you either of those three things, even as an insult, because that would be stupid. I would need a verified fucking neuropsychological analysis of your fucking ass for that one. And sadly, the field's taken over by goddamn commie, cunt, rat, libtard bastards. Unironically, the peddle neo-Marxian critical social justice horseshitting. So that's not gonna fucking happen without any biases fucking shoved. So I can't do it one way or another. That's like going to a fucking polygamous Mormon household expecting to learn fucking how to do about birth control. It's like going to one of those fucking households where they marry their cousins and have a bunch of kids with them. Ask them about birth control. Are you shitting me?
You exhibited when we spoke. I took your recommendation to rewatch the debate and realized that you used a whole host of logical fallacies.
Help! If you don't get that fucking reference, I'm very disappointed in you.
And double standards. And also, you did this.
Screamed at you. I never did, Joey. Not once. You absolute mindless fuck.
He insulted you. That's not a fallacy. Oh my god, I'm actually getting drunk. Man, I am such a fucking lightweight. I'm fucked up as shit right now, and I can still tell you that I'm hearing goddamn laughter in the background. It's terrible. Oh shit, he must be seeing some fucked up shit. That Cubano boy better be careful. They're watching that shit like crazy. They're seeing some cringy Reddit shit probably. Fuck, I don't know. It's some cringy shit. Funny, but cringy as fuck. Anyway. You want to talk, Wes? You're online drunk. Shut up, fucker. But anyways, it's when you take an insult and then use it as an argument, that's when it becomes an ad hom. He didn't do that. He's just insulting you because you're being a little shit.
You fucking...
A little snot dragger.
lying little cunt. You fucking idiot. You've never been
Absolutely yes to all those.
taught about respect, obviously.
He doesn't.
Either. Fucking
I'm able to be more respectful when I'm fucked up like a snake in a bush hog.
ridiculous little turd.
Obviously, you're not going to say these things about me and not get something back.
You shouldn't have earned it. Simple as. Just like Varys Ahmed shouldn't go peddling himself as a polymath and then be peddling books about nutrition when he doesn't know dick about it. He deserves insolence for shit like that too. Fucking cunt.
I don't need to curse and lose my temper to do it.
But you don't have points to get across, and the reason he started cussing it and because he got fucking... Well, he started losing some of his patience. He's got more patience than I have. That motherfucker's almost saintly with patience compared to fucking others. And people have accused me of that, and I don't think so. I don't. People have given me that positive accusation or complimentary thing. I don't fucking think so. I don't. Whatever.
Everyone is called...
Point is, he's started losing some of that, and he's trying to beat that into your head before you, because he does it. He actually gives enough of a fuck because he promoted you to try to bring you fucking back in. You burn that bridge. You burn that goddamn bridge. You are at fucking fault. You brought every goddamn bit of this on yourself. Are you shitting me?
me names, but this is your credibility right here.
And you have none. You have no credibility. But you're doing consultations. All the comments that are supporting you and willing to do it are sheeple, and they deserve every goddamn problem they get. Yes, fuck them. They deserve it. They choose to go down that way. God gave them the free will to do it. They want to go down that path. They choose to do that. Fuck them. If they don't learn the hard way, still fuck them. Fuck them.
I'm not saying that he's...
That's their goddamn choice. And it is a goddamming. God has considered damning them, I'm pretty sure. Would not shock me one bit.
Scientifically, adept in any way.
Okay, is James Blunt a medical practitioner, Joey?
So
he asked that because James fucking Blunt didn't fucking is a fucking quote unquote singer. Some people don't think of him as a musician and a singer. I'm just calling him what he's classified as by his profession. Now, I like the song, my life is brilliant, my love is pure, I saw an angel, of that I'm sure, she smiled at me on the subway, she was with another man. You're beautiful, it's true. There must be an angel with a smile on her face. When she thought that I should be with you. And I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you. I love that song by him. Now, you got your own taste. It's perfectly fine. I got my eclectic as I am tistic fucking taste as well. But you get the point. So, another thing to go into is James Blunt is not a fucking medical professional. He's a singer. He's a singer and a musician. That's what he is. Again, that's what Bart was bringing up, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
Bart K chooses not to accept James Blunt's anecdote. That's fine. If he wants to be consistent and never accept anecdotes ever, by all means, his prerogative. But if anecdotes are so useless, why does Bart do carnivore success stories on his channel? They're just useless, right? They're anecdotes.
This is your this is a giant colloquy at this point as well on your end. The burden of proof is on you to prove we need more vitamin C. The burden of proof is on you to show how or if we need raw meat and we need more vitamin C and we need things like that. We absolutely need it. The evidence, the physiological evidence and all that shit is on your end. Anthropologic evidence is on your end. The biochemical evidence necessary to back your claims up are on, it's the burden proof of that area is on your end. All that shit is on your fucking end, Joey. You can't prove diddle dick! And you're on a copium-tism spiral about it, because you can't fucking take a hit. You can't take criticism for fuck all. You're proving that in real time as we speak, boy.
But they don't mean anything because they're not verified by a medical practitioner. Bart is a hypocrite because he only accepts anecdotes when they're on his side.
If you ever noticed, the anecdotes he went with could be backed up by medical practitioners who, for instance, in the case of Easy Carnivore, performed surgery on his fucking heart, you reject. If he wants to break that confidentiality, because the only ones that will ultimately have the power to do it in legalese speak cut out and concentrated down into de facto terms, there's a difference in between de facto, which means matter of practice, and de jure, which means legalese, law language, right? So, that's sad. It's fucking sad. You could actually verify that shit. You couldn't verify that with plant faux news. Pseudo news. You couldn't do that with fucking James Blunt at all. The anecdotes Bart used, that's another little advantage. Easy Carnivore, you can actually verify his shit if he decides to. But the only ones that breach confidentiality besides him, if they want to break the confidentiality by revealing medical records with names and shit and very important details, personal information of the varying parties being censored so people online won't see it so easily and shit like that, you can actually do that. He could do that. The only ones that can do it beside him are the feds, which You know that. We know that. I know that. And I'm telling you that don't know how crooked the legalese shit over here in the corporate America is. I'm telling you. Okay? I don't go around with the faux patriotism. We're the best in the world. I'm not a fucking deluded reject, alright? But yes. Drunk as a... I have become a lightweight after being off, getting on it, and not being able to stay on it for a certain number of months, and then getting back on it. Ketovore, I mean. Which works for me. Which means, I have super lightweight.
James Blunt says he got scurvy. He says his doctor said he got scurvy.
That wasn't provided. I looked at the video of the claims. And you could just as easily say that, but couldn't you ask James Blunt if he could verify that shit? If he could get, blackbarred private information and addresses and location blackbarred pictures of the records of him getting scurvy from being carnivore. Can you actually verify that shit with that way? No, you fucking cannot, son. You cannot. Can you ask him for that? No, you cannot.
Some random person healed IBS on carnivore, and Bart K trusts what they say.
I mean, it's anecdotes are anecdotes, but another goal he has to shill these stories is to get people to wake up and try something that's physiologically more literate than any of your fucking neurons are right now. I don't know about the mind. The fucking mind. I don't know about the mind being housed in the brain. That's heavily debatable. Then again, I'm not a physicalist in this philosophy shit. And philosophy of mind, because Hempel's dilemma. I won't concede, even if the majority of philosophers are physicalists in this area. I still won't concede, because even some of the best books still fail. They can't fulfill that criteria because they haven't. That is essential. Hempel's dilemma, but that's another story. Not going into that here, but there's a lot of shit that goes into that's not being answered, and I can't go that route. I need answers or something that has a potential to generate answers at the bare minimum. I don't see that, so I can't do that. Anyway.
Okay.
But more informed than your fucking pea brain.
Trust whichever anecdote goes along with his biased agenda.
Projection much, kiddo. Projection much.
He's not, but he said that he had scurvy from cooked carnivore.
Well, okay. I had leprosy, Joey. I had leprosy because I say so.
Again, the claims about that are just as vacuous as, because of all the reasons I gave and a fuck ton of others. I'm too fucked up to ponder to bring together for you, right? As I film this, as I told the others I was going to film this shit fucked up. I said I'm buzzed, and I'm fucked up, and I'm fucking... God damn it, Luke. I'm fucked up. I said fuck it. I said, listen to what I said. I'm caffeinated and I'm a bit buzzed. Let's see me do this. I'm doing this one before reattempting the coffee response vid. Nah, I'm getting fucking dark rum on the rocks for this, which I did do in my first couple of takes. I'm still influenced by that and the eggnog that I got. A little over 2 month aged nog. It's smooth, baby. Oh!
Again, Bart ridicules the anecdotes of people who don't fit his agenda.
There's no agenda. The only agenda he has to fucking use them for is to promote a meat-based diet, an animal fat-based diet, because it is physiologically literate, you fucking retard. Could you project any harder? How do I do this? Project harder, motherfucker.
Inconsistent, and despite there being the obvious possibility that someone gets scurvy on carnivore,
there's not been one though. There's not been one. You said anecdotes, but there's not actually been demonstrable recorded fucking incidences of scurvy by individuals and by healthcare practitioners say, oh, they got actual scurvy. There's symptomology, and then there's actually testing for shit like that to eliminate it. It's called a process of elimination, kid. I thought you would know this shit.
given that carnivore is literally the lowest vitamin C diet that people do that
So what?
exists,
So what?
he still picks and chooses. No diet
Projection much?
is lower in vitamin C than carnivore, but yet Bart
So what? When you're not sucking down sugars, it starts down your fucking cock holster and down your fucking esophageal tract in your neck. You'll actually you'll actually have you'll have very, very little need for actual vitamin C. Not even to consume, to keep in the body and retain it and use it. We're not even talking about what was it again? Lactic acid, no, not lactic acid, goddammit. Uric acid cycle. The uric acid metabolism and regulation in the body. The purine metabolism that contributes to the production of uric acid metabolism and regulation. That can also take up as just the way more powerful antioxidant, as an example, than vitamin C.
K says it's fine.
Which the getting knocked out of, the regulation getting knocked out of is what contributes to the fucking, goddamn, I'm drunk, I'm sorry about the pauses, I'm sorry, I'm fucked up. Can contribute to the, taking up the slack, if you will. Can actually do what some of the functions of vitamin C does. Professor K, please let me know if I'm wrong. Correct me. Okay? Please correct me. I'm open to it.
With no
And
actual
if you had to forgive me, for me to personally process this much stupid, I have to be a little fucked up. I'm sorry. I don't have access to good grass. It's still illegal here because cannabis laws are fucking gay. And I'm fucking wishing I had a good sweat, but they'd still drug test you if you was going to do something. But I wish I had some good grass, so I'd use that instead of this. Cause oh my god,
evidence to back it up, and Bart K thinks it's enough, and he's a research scientist.
You're not one. You're not one.
So he can choose which anecdotes to trust, but we can't. He's the only one who can make that choice. It is absolutely insane.
In those two.
Hello, everybody. You're gonna witness me drunk as a skunk live, because apparently, having done ketovore for a while and then having left it because of not intentionally, because of finances and trying to and things getting tight at times. All that, and then trying to transition back into it all over again, but doing longer than originally, and whatnot. And so I can get back into ketovore fully, getting back into ketovore at long last. I realized I've gotten to be a very lightweight individual when it comes to alcohol. I drink about 150 mils in the bottom of this bottle. Oh, that's not quite. I'll pour that down right here in the fucking eggnog latte I made. Now, if I wanted, I could have had red wine, but I'd rather not get drunk on wine. It's just one of the worst things you ever do. So I got to be careful about the eggnog because it's got sherry, which is a wine. I gotta be very careful about that. But I got taurine and I took some trace minerals and stuff, so I'll probably be fine in the morning. Yes, I shave my neck and chin and jawline. You know something here? I thought I had weak chin game. Apparently I don't compared to that. Not Bart, but the other next little fuckboy next to him. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. I love that song by Leroy Van Dyke, who surprisingly is still alive.
Two things. With vitamin C, what we observe,
So this is what you're going to see me react to. I'm mostly going to identify fallacies here, because I'm going to call them out. And non-argument takes. They're technically going to be fallacies here in this case, but still. This is back and forth dialogue, and him responding to the dialogue and shit. Anyway, let's go ahead. I have to be a little fucked up to cope with this amount of cringe. Sorry. There's only so much I can even take.
Bart K, I apologize.
No, you're lying.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry, but
No, you're not.
you're not going to get away with all of the fallacies and logical inconsistencies.
He didn't do any logical inconsistencies, you fucknut. He didn't at all. It was you who did, and he was calling him out, and you don't want to fucking admit defeat because you got an egotism problem, and you have a fucking gigantic Dunning-Kruger problem. You had so much more potential than this kid, so much more potential than that, but you threw it out. You threw it out with the like the teddy baby with the bathwater. You threw it out. By the way, it's got raw egg yolk in it. It's perfectly fine, by the way. Raw egg gang, I'm joining you. Check out my eggnog McSavage recipe. Oh! Sorry. Being a little vulgar with my mic. I'd probably be... the way things are going there here in corporate America with peddling socialism and technocracy at the moment. Oh, yeah. I probably have one day I'm going to be arrested for molesting my microphone, even though it's an inanimate object, because I'm a male that's doing it. It's perfectly fine when a femoid rubs it up in her fucking birth canal and then pulls it out. She will get away with it, but I wouldn't, because doing it would be molestation and be jailed for. That's how clowny we've gotten. That's probably where it could go. Was very likely at this point, because we're fucking meta-clowned, bitch.
You exhibited when we spoke.
What do you know? I'm pretty funny. So I do the buzz shit, because the copium, and I hypothesize. We're gonna put this to the test. We'll see. You can comment and see how funny you find me fucked up.
I took your recommendation to rewatch the debate and realize
you rewatched it, but you didn't self-reflect. You didn't fucking look at yourself. You didn't reflect on your fucking behavior, you dipshit. That's clearly obvious.
that you used a whole host of logical fallacies.
Demonstrate them. Name them off.
And double standards, and also
name them off.
So you did this.
Screamed at you. I never did, Joey. Not once.
He insulted you. It's not a fallacy. It's called being insolent when you're fucking refusing to listen. That's what he's doing here. With the only way it would be a fallacy is if he actually used the insult as his arguing strategy, or quote-unquote argument. That's not what he did. He just insulted you after positing his counter statements or arguments in this case. I am fucked up right now, and I'm still able to verbally fist you in public on this fucking issue. Fuck you, bitch!
You absolute mindless fuck.
Yes, he is. He's being that right here in this video. You're right on the moon.
You fucking lying little cunt.
Yes, absolutely. He's been that way for the last few months, unfortunately. Whether he fucking actually means to be or not, I don't know. I cannot say that, but in action he is being a lying little fuck nut cunt. Blue waffle cunt. Ooh, that's the worst form of one too. Ooh. I'm going to warn you, do not type blue waffle. If you type that up and you turn the safe bar off, you'll regret it. I'm warning against it. And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I do mean, I don't want you typing that up. Just take my word for it, please. It is the worst insult of form of cunt you can call someone. Do not look it up. It will haunt you. It's haunted me for years. It still haunts me about 8 years later. Oh,
You fucking idiot. You've never been taught
yeah, you are a fucking idiot, Joey.
about respect, obviously, either. Fucking ridiculous little turd.
You are a little shit, and you don't have respect in it. You don't have proper respect at all.
Obviously, you're not going to say these things about me and not get something back.
You shouldn't have earned them. You fucking more than earned them, kid.
I don't need to curse and lose my temper to do it.
He said it himself. He fucking... Okay, a bunch of false assertion fallacies already. A bunch of Freudian projections. Then... he played clips of him being insulted by Bart out of being ass hurt. Trying to convince us to think, oh, he's pulling the ad hom fallacy. Or, oh, he's being insolent. That must be no, the insolence is when it becomes a fucking an arguing strategy instead of actually just being insulted. Excuse me. That's when it becomes the ad hom. But you don't present that. You're not being objective here. You're being conceited as fuck. And you're fucking wrong all the more for it. I dream of Jeannie. Let me put Bugs Bunny. I dream of Jeannie. No. That would be, let me see. I can't focus enough to do Bugs Bunny, but I can do Porky Pig.
Well, son of a make me a gun. That's got to say, son of a bitch, didn't you?
Oof.
But everyone has called me names, but this is...
Yeah, because you're acting in a way that's warranting it. And Bart is trying to pull you back to the side of light, and you still won't fucking take it. You didn't take his hand. Harry has been such a sweetheart to you, more than even Bart, when he's railed into you. And Bart went out of his way to try to pull you back to the side of light, to try to bring you back to fucking... Ooh. Oh! Oh, it's better. It's a tight spot in my neck. And they've tried to pull you back, and you still would not listen. You brought this on your goddamn self. God help you.
Your credibility right here.
He still maintains this. You haven't earned the credibility he has. That's why he appeals to his credibility the way he does, in the way that's not fallacious. He backs his shit up with substance. Appeal to incredulity fallacy works like this. If you appeal to your credentials as your argument, which instead of, oh, my credentials, and here's the evidence to why I have my credentials. And everybody, like, you know, even people who watch him say, I'm not too crazy about Bart because he appeals himself as authority. He doesn't. He shows how he earned his being an authority on a subject by actually doing the fucking shit. To such a detail, he knows the ins and outs, and he's trying to teach it to you. If you're looking, and this is why it's not an appeal to incredulity. An appeal to incredulity is pandering to your credentials as your argument, instead of backing yourself up with substance on what you did, what you learned, what you fucking found, boy.
I'm not saying that he's scientifically, adept in any way. But
Okay, is James Blunt a medical practitioner, Joey?
No, he's not. Exactly, that's the whole point. He's not illiterate in this field.
So Bart K chooses not to accept James Blunt's anecdote. That's fine. If he wants to be consistent and never accept anecdotes ever, by all means, his prerogative. But if anecdotes are so useless, why does Bart do carnivore success stories on his...
Because 4 main reasons, and I'm fucked up right now, and I can even say this. I can't even look at the focus on the camera. 4 reasons, bro. 4 reasons. See, I'm telling you, I'm fucked up here. 4 reasons, bro. 4 reasons. 1, he wants to give people a genuine red pill that gives them a sign of hope. A genuine one. That's 2. A sign of a symbol of hope that's actually backed by something, backed by physiology, backed by biochemistry, backed by stable nitrogen isotope testing, backed by actual science, not what's peddled as the science. Anyone who says the phrase "the science," ignore them. If someone says trust science or trust the scientific method or don't listen to scientism, you could trust that motherfucker more than you say trust the science. Oh, that's what they feel when they feel that's the valid. I'm trying to satirize the orgasmic pleasure of validation of that degree they feel, and they got to appeal to it. And they got to appeal to someone they feel that validates them. Because it's a lot of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, but a lot of the time, they do I fucking love science. Oh, that gives them validation to an almost orgasmic degree. Because they don't critically think, right? There's a difference. Anyone who says the science is a phrase, start considering questioning them at the bare minimum. Those who say don't trust scientism or trust the scientific method instead, shit like that, you have a higher likelihood of being able to trust what they fucking say. Or the scientific bar, or this criteria, or that. You have a higher likelihood of fucking trusting them.
Channel. They're just...
Not saying that's an absolute, but that is a rule of thumb you can actually follow in the hard empirical sciences. The natural sciences.
Useless, right? They're anecdotes. They don't mean anything because they're...
Easy carnivore. I bet you if you asked him if he could provide screenshots of the medical records of him with all the sensitive information censored out, black barred, white barred, however you wanted to do it, and provide that to you, he might consider doing it. He might have. But I don't know the guy. I'm not going to speak on his behalf. That would be arrogant of me to do so. But I'm hypothesizing here. Maybe if you weren't such a little shit and you actually did this early on, so that's reason number 3. The anecdotes Bart K uses about carnivore success stories, a chunk of them at the bare minimum can be verified to some fucking level if you went to ask them this. Could you do that with James Blunt? Fuck no. He wouldn't give 2 diddle dicks of a fuck about you to even could entertain such a thing. In fact, he'd probably label you as a creep or something if you wanted him to offer his medical records about scurvy. If he got scurvy or not. He wouldn't do it. Easy carnivore, if you gave those kind of conditions and stuff, maybe he would entertain it, but I don't know. I'm hypothesizing here. I'm not speaking on his fucking behalf.
They're not verified by a medical practitioner.
Well, I don't know that. I didn't see that in the fucking thing. I watched the fucking video about your the fucking video. You claim, oh, your carnivore diet is toxic. Fucking Aujumer von der Tard, fucking Spheria faggot. Oh my god. This is sad. It's fucking sad. No wonder I need to fucking start drinking again.
Bart is a hypocrite because he only accepts
projection. Freudian projection. Not an argument.
anecdotes when they're on his side. James Blunt says he got scurvy.
Again, he's a singer. Not an argument. it is less of a it has less verifiability than the stories where he broadcasts talking to people of carnivore success stories. They might have the capability of being verified. Yours does not.
He says his doctor said he got scurvy.
He doesn't provide diddle dick. And if you asked him, I doubt he would. Easy Carnivore as an example. Again, no, correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't you have fucking quadruple bypass surgery on your heart at 23 fucking years old? Yeah, I think the only ones who can nullify the hard confidentiality contract between doctors and professionals and patients will be the feds. Besides the feds, there's you. Correct me if I'm wrong, Easy Carnivore. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of the claims I made here. I'm pretty sure that's the way that goes here in corporate America. That rose out of the remnants of the dead republic. Yeah, guys, your constitutional republic's dead, but doesn't mean you can't resurrect it and make it better. Copid Seeth called me a knucklehead, screech, mauled, fag Leone out somewhere else. Talk shit about me behind my back like you want to fucking do, you little faggots. And by faggots, I'm not slandering the queers. I'm comparing you to fucking bundles of sticks. One of the original uses of the word faggot, except without the 2 G's, it's just one. But still, I'm calling you I'm comparing you to fucking kindling. I'm saying you were able to be set on fire in my eyes.
Some random person.
So again, I'm pretty sure you can ask that motherfucker out, hey, could you help me out? Could you verify this for me in this way? Can you do that? And if you actually have a chance of doing that for that kind of verification. With at least a chunk of the anecdotes, not even counting just Easy Carnivore. But again, correct me if I said anything incorrect, Easy. You could probably do that with Bart's anecdotes. You could not do that with any of your own. And Chunk, like 2 of them, I think, was on a veganism peddling fake news network, disinfo network. Why would you even go there, scrambling for that shit? And you also tried diagnosing yourself like a fucking retard. No, not a retard, a malignant fucknut. Sorry, retarded people. A lot of you are still smarter than this motherfucker, so I take that back and apologize.
BS on Carnivore. And Bart K trusts what they say.
Again, I state it. Nice appeal to Tuquoque here, boy. Nice appeal. You're just appealing to Tuquoque out the fucking ass repeatedly and then quintupling
Bart
down
K
on it.
trusts whichever anecdote goes along with his biased agenda.
Projection again. Fuck nut.
He's not, but he said that he had scurvy from cooked carnivore.
Well,
again, no, it's vacuous.
Okay, I had leprosy, Joey.
He said he had leprosy because it's just a vacuous statement, you could say, and it's just as vacuous as James Blunt.
I had leprosy because I say so.
That's his whole point right there. All you had was a recording of a hearsay.
Again, Bart ridicules the anecdotes of people who don't fit his agenda. He's inconsistent, and despite there being the obvious possibility that...
What's up, guys? What's Shrimp Po' Boy? I'm drunk as a fucking skunk. I'm not going to click on Discord and Bart K's Discord and look at the maymays he made, because I'm not going to be able to finish this in a decent length of time. I'll be sobbing my eyes out, leaking fucking rum and bourbon out my fucking teardrops. At least the raw egg yolk will be retained. Okay. Yeah, let's get into this, shall we?
Bart K, I apologize.
No, you don't.
I'm sorry.
Liar.
I'm sorry, but...
Liar, strike 3, you're out!
You're not going to get away with all of the fallacies and logical inconsistencies.
Tuquoque and Freudian projection. Yeah, I'm mostly just calling out fallacies. I'll explain them as I go along. Tuquoque and Freudian projection double fallacy. fuck yourself.
you exhibited when we spoke.
Lie. Triple fallacy. Salad. Get fucked.
I took your recommendation to rewatch the debate and realized
You rewatched it, but you didn't learn a fucking thing from it, obviously.
that you used a whole host of logical fallacies and double.
Label them, you fucknut. Label the fallacies. What are the names of the fallacies? What did he appeal to? How did he do it? Oh, wait, you're not going to do it because you're a dishonest little cunt. And Bart K never should have interviewed your little ass. I bet he's regretting it more and more as each day goes goddamn by. You fooled me once. I'm mad. You fooled me twice. I got you. You fooled me 3 times. You officially that Jew. You officially that guy. So little fag Leon, he walks into a fucking bar with the shit going, hey, it's official George Your man. He's the ex my dad knows him. Fuck you. I don't want to have any of this shit.
Standards, and also you did this.
Screamed at you. I never did, Joey. Not once. You absolute mindless fuck.
Yeah, you're an absolute mindless fuck. Because I don't want to have it as shit. Why? Well, I wouldn't be drunk on camera tonight if I wanted to deal with this shit. But I said, guys, let's see what I can handle. I'm fucked, I'm buzzed, I'm caffeinated, I'm both. Woo! Stimulating to keep me up, fucked up, make me pass out. Let's see what the fuck happens. Ah! Maybe people might find this funnier. I don't fucking know. I don't know if it'd be appropriate for the Mao tubes or the Jew tubes. I'm sorry. I said the naughty J word. You want to come after me? Oh well. They can tongue wax my taint while they ship me out into the fucking Azkaban. See, I'm pulling all kind of wisecracks and references tonight. Ladies, don't start squirting and call me wummying yet. I just got started. God damn, I'm fucked up.
You fucking lying little cunt.
Yes, he is. Bart, Professor, we agree. And you're probably gonna see what the fucking why? Well, Bart, I don't have near the amount of patience you do. I had to get a little fuckered up tonight to do this one.
You fucking idiot. You've never been...
Yeah, but Joey, these are just insults. They're not arguments. You're not addressing a single fallacy yet. Where the fuck's the fallacies?
been taught about respect, obviously.
You need to know what fallacies are. You need to know the names of them. You need to know how they work. You need to know what the implications of them are. How they act in philosophy and in sciences and in... Plus, did you know there's another fucking thing? Oh boy. Sorry if I get a little esoteric on you. Let's see if I do multiverses. Let's see if I can figure out this analogy I'm trying to... What's up, guys? What's Shrimp Po Boy? I'm fucked up like a stink in the bush hog. I think I don't know how many attempts of recording this I I'm not gonna tell you what all I used to get fucked up, but I stored 100 milliliters of this in a jar so I can use it to make more spiced rum with some Myers Dark rum the St. Croix origin sugarcane spirit and its characteristics that it has, and it's white, and it's grappa, if you will, or white liquor of sugarcane, white liquor, and the caramelized lignocellulose later, lignocellulose, caramelized lignocellulose. There, I got it out finally. Between the uncharred wood and the char, and the wood chemicals and the chemicals of that caramelized lignocellulose layer, finally got that out again. Good. It's not too fucked up that I can't fucking speak at all. Yeah, I'm a little drunk. I'm a drunky wonky tonight. That interacts with the chemicals in the sugarcane or molasses, or both in some places, the fermented and distilled grappa or white liquor portion, interacting, creating new flavoring chemical and polyphenolic compounds and all that stuff, and extract polyphenolic compounds from and all these other things from the char, not the char, but the caramelized lignocellulose lining and the wood layer in between. After that, and Panther, get your fucking ass off of there. Oh, you're so big. Get off of there. He's getting on my spot on my computer desk that I don't want him on. I don't want anyone on. And but anyways, the chemicals, the various composition of the rums aged like that from St. Croix and the sugarcane grown from St. Croix kind of balances some of the that's where this comes from. Balances out some of the punch and the funk that's typically known in Jamaican rums, Jamaican dark rum, which can be colored with molasses or stillage from fermenting and distilling the alcohol out of molasses before or after aging a certain amount of time. It kind of and it helps make a good base for a spiced rum. It smooths out some of that funk until it's tolerable on the rocks. And then that was what I was looking for when I was making homemade spiced rum. And I'm like, hot damn, baby. So I did. Got eggnog out of that. So yeah, you get the point. I'd saved 100 milliliters of that, so I can use that 100 milliliters out of that bottle in a jar to do that process again, because I love that shit. So I don't know if that'll be enough this time when I do it, but we'll see. Because I got another batch of spiced rum, I'll make a small amount of into it, which has more of the LaCroix, St. Croix Crucian in as the base to the spiced rum. Oh yeah, beautiful stuff. Anyway, let's start the video. I'm mostly gonna try to just call fallacies out. Yeah, we'll see how. I got a dozen fucking blooper takes. There's too many to upload.
Bart,
I might splice them together when I'm sober.
K, I apologize.
No, you don't, bitch.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry, but you're not going to get away with all
I called it.
the fallacies and logic.
Appeal to colloquy, Freudian projection, and lying triple fallacy salad. Nice going. 14 seconds in. At least we get it. We'll get a little quickie licky.
Inconsistencies you exhibited.
You know, as clowned as we are, I wouldn't be surprised if femoids could get away with molesting a microphone, but a guy gets arrested.
When we spoke, I took your recommendation to rewatch the debate and realize.
And you didn't learn a fucking thing about it. If you did, if you learned from the initial exchange at all, you wouldn't have made this video. If you learned from rewatching it, you wouldn't have made this video. But then again, if you had to rewatch, if you were recommended to rewatch it and all that shit, the fact, oh god, I mean, sorry, don't mind the background. Please don't mind the back. Please never mind the background of discussions you might hear behind my door, the other side of my door. On the other side of my door. Anyway, yeah. Fallacy salad with fucking 14 seconds in. Of course I'm not surprised.
That you used a whole host of logical fallacies.
Fucking name them and name them, bitch. Let me give you all a little something. Fallacies work in science, the empirical natural sciences, the social sciences, and in philosophy, and in metaphilosophy, and in the philosophy of logic, and metalogic. By the way, I'll give you a little something. For instance, metaphysics. I'm just going to glaze into a little bit of philosophy here for you guys. Just some really crazy shit. Just hear me out. If you have different metaphysics, that means you will have different epistemological, ontological, and subsequently all downstream conclusions will be derived through different network of propositions. If you don't know what a proposition is, it's a basic in philosophy. It's also known as philosophical theory, philosophical proposition. You see what I'm saying? That's how that works there. So, for instance, now, what's funny is, what do you use to justify logic? Well, there's the philosophy of logic, and then there's metalogic. Well, how do you justify that, or epistemology, and how do you justify a particular take or a synthesis of different metaphysics? Well, you need something transcendental. You need to look at presuppositional analysis, but then after that, that's when you want to go into fucking okay. What justifies the laws of logic? All logics. Philosophy of logic. Well, how do you do that? Well, you're going to need metalogic for that, aren't you? In the philosophy of logic. Yeah. You're going to need metalogic. What justifies that? Philosophy, particularly philosophy of logic. What justifies philosophy? Well, we have metaphilosophy for that. Well, what justifies metaphilosophy? Looking at presuppositions behind philosophical propositions and just and philosophy in general. Well, how do you analyze what justifies presuppositions and what don't? Well, this is where Christian presuppositional apologetics comes in, and then goes around and tries to argue people's presuppositions to try to win and say my presuppositions work, yours don't. That's not how, and that's what Christian presuppositionalist apologetics boil down to. But here's the problem. What justifies these presuppositions? What justifies presuppositions at all? I did this. I step by step, everybody, in my intro to argumentation ethics, the most difficult of the first 3 Hoppa for Dumbasses videos, right? You'd need a transcendental deduction to analyze what needs to be there to be possible, and if that possibility that needs to be there wind up being true. A is a necessary precondition for B, which is the necessary condition for C to possibly be true. Shit like that. I thought I'd just bring some of that philosophical shit to you real quick, just to give you a little taste. I'm a fan of argumentation ethics because it is a transcendental deductive analysis that works. And it's solid. Everybody that doesn't concede to it proves the fucking thing all the more. I can clearly tell Jay Dyer sadly was not prepared for having a transcendental argument analysis turned around back on him. I can tell you for sure on that debate with him and Zulu. It's whatever. Same with that lady, Rachel, whatever the fuck her face was. Miss Rachel. Yeah, same problem with her. Ill prepared for that. He lost. He blocked Zulu. And I hate that because I like both the content creators myself. I like both of them. I still watch them. Because Jay Dyer knows how to call some shit out where he's right at, you know. And I hate it. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to stop this too long. Hello, everybody. What's Shrimp Po' Boy? Coming at you live. I'm sorry, not live. Coming at you, just without the word live. Because this is going to be recorded. I'm fucked up. Yay! Fucking A. I'm also going to try to, well, fucked up still, I'm going to try to call out the fallacies I see in the fucking video of Joey. And I bet it's going to be some doozies, boys and girls. It's going to be a doozy or two. Oh boy. Fucking A. I'm going to make sure my microphone is actually at the decent level for recording. I'll turn it up a couple more notches, not just a couple more. He loves to mow the grass. Anyways, not going to do that here. Not now. Let's get into the video, shall we?
Bart K, I apologize.
This is a lie. Strike one.
I'm sorry.
Strike two.
I'm sorry, but
Strike three. You're out.
you're not going to get away with all the fallacies and logical inconsistencies.
Oh boy. This is going to be a nuke. Nuke take. Well, projection, lying, and appeal to hypocrisy already. And then well poisoning. This is quadruple fallacy. And you clickbaited. You're 2 strikes well past the 3-strike limit. If you had a 3-strike you're out type debate with me. Why would I do such a thing? Well, 3 reasons. 3 strikes is one hell of a counterbalance structure against all parties. You can even go all the way to say moderator didn't moderate properly with using a counter moderator that's way more literate in philosophy and all that other shit, right? And all sorts of in the science fields and all that stuff to ensure objectivity. Then the next part would be three strikes for the moderator for fucking up. They'd be gone and be replaced by someone better. If they fuck up, then the counter moderator, the counter regulating moderator, a meta moderator, if you will, that moderated the moderators would take their place. and shit system like that. And if 3 strikes was on either side, myself or my opponent would, if I hit him or if they hit him, it'd be over. They forfeit. That was a powerful counter incentive against me to make me argue in a way that avoids me getting a strike. Now, a couple of times I've done 2 strikes. So I had to really shape up, and I still won. You would not win against my ass in that regard. And what little I don't have as much credibility to lose. But it would still make me lose some credibility what little I have. But that's another story. I'm saying you wouldn't fucking last. Just within these 15 seconds, you would already be out. You'd have forfeited.
Consistencies you exhibited when we spoke.
Again, name the fallacies, name the double standards, and actually explain what they are, or have explanations ready in your fucking description. Oh wait, you don't have fallacies or any of that kind of shit labeled in your fucking description. You have no fucking integrity, dickbag. Are you serious? No fucking reference of what fallacies are or how to do double standards at all in your fucking description. Are you shitting me?
I took your recommendation to...
You didn't listen worth a damn, though. I've been nuking the hell out of you out of fucking 15 seconds of your video that you only started. Oh boy, it's going to be a long ride.
Rewatched the debate and realized that you used a whole host of logical fallacies.
Again, no list of fallacies anywhere in this fucking description below. Which means you clearly don't know how fallacies work. You're just shitting out your fucking cock holster. And you couldn't list you couldn't list one worth of fuck.
And double standards, and all...
Prove them. You're world poisoning some more. Why don't you actually play the videos? Oh wait, you won't do that.
Also, you did this.
Screamed at you. I never did, Joey. Not once. You absolute mindless fuck.
Insolence is not a fallacy. Does it hurt your being palatable? Depends on the situation. You know damn well Bart K's arguing style. You know fucking well, Joey. He said it multiple times. He tries to be, he's intentionally inflammatory for a comedic effect. He has said stuff along, not as short-worded as me, but he still said it nonetheless. He's intentionally inflammatory for comedic effect. Swearing and all that. With the insults and shit. He said that. You know fucking well, Joey.
You fucking lying little cunt.
Yes, we agree.
You fucking idiot. You've never been
We agree, Professor.
taught about respect, obviously.
He's not been taught about respect. Just like a lot of fuckers say about boomers, and I'm sad to say they're probably right. Even the silent generation say that boomers don't respect us. Fuck them. And I'm sad to say that there's some grains of truth to that. But you know, whatever. But still, and I'm not generalizing all boomers, with a big chunk of them that contributed to a lot of things, socioeconomically and politically, for the worse for everybody else, younger before and after. But whatever. But yeah. I'm not going to generalize all boomers. That would be stupid. I know a lot of good boomers that are out there that are great people.
You ridiculous little turd.
Obviously.
Yeah. Agreed. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is respect goes both ways. Earning respect goes both ways, young or old. Afro descent or pale Euro-Caucasian. Jew or Arab. Turk or Greek. There's certain reasons historically also why I list some of these the way I do. For better and for worse, and for the worse is to learn from, to better ourselves and each other. I think you get the motif at that point. I've given enough clues. Again.
Obviously, you're not going to say these things about me and not get some
respect. Anyways, what I'm trying to say. Respect. Respect goes both ways, regardless of your sex, your gender, sexual, neuropsychological expression, aka gender identity, or age, or skin color. Respect is to be earned, and it goes both ways. You've clearly not been taught that. You've clearly not been taught to earn it, let alone show it, respectability. I've got my own little video coming up about respect, and it's long overdue as well.
back. I don't need to curse and lose my temper to do it. Everyone is.
He got to where he was cussing and swearing because he was trying to break through to your fucking pea brain, you little shit.
Has called me names, but this is your credibility right here.
Insolence is not a fallacy. Again, list me one goddamn fallacy he pulled. One! Cite fallacy definition websites. Even the fucking Shittopedia page can even tell an accurate list of fallacies. Oh.
I'm not saying that he's scientifically, adept in any way.
Okay, is James Blunt a medical practitioner, Joey?
Is he not a medical practitioner? Is he not trained in the same area as Bart is? No. He doesn't need to say. You don't need to cite him. That's what he was trying to tell you. An anecdote where you could probably ask an individual, hey, could you be willing to share your medical record, but just censor and black bar or however you want to do it, all with MS Paint, all the fucking private and details so you won't be doxing yourself or any of your family or the medical people, right? And they might have a chance of doing it. That's what the anecdotes Bart uses, by the way, because he's going to talk about Bart doing you do the carnivore recovery fucking anecdotes. Ooh, but I can't. Easy carnivore as a good example. If you were not such a shit stain in your attitude, and you actually behave yourself, you could probably have asked him, hey, could I have like a digital scan of your photo of your fucking records of what happened to you and all that, with all the private info and info on the medical people and where you're at, fucking Black Bart. Could we at least have that? He could have told you, yes, just let me find the shit, or let me get a hold of someone to get the shit so I can get a copy, and all of that. But you cannot do that with James Blunt. And that same pattern I'm addressing is what could be said about a lot of the anecdotes Bart says about the carnivore success stories that he offers. And he also is trying to do it to red pill people and give them a sign of hope that in all this fuck nuttery, you're trying to inject what you claim to be more knowledgeable and shit. You claim to have a position of knowledge that Bart doesn't, and you want to use anecdotes to justify your self-centered positioning. Fuck off, kid. Fuck right off.
So Bart K chooses not to accept James Blunt's anecdote. That's fine. If he wants to be consistent and never accept anecdotes ever, by all means, his prerogative.
And you're a hypocritical piece of shit pulling a fucking know you.
But if anecdotes are so useless, why does Bart do carnivore success stories on?
Why do you see why I pointed out Bart K using success stories anecdotes as of why I'm a little more lenient to be likely to trust them over Joey's. We're using easy carnivores as an example. With them, easy carnivore. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bart, anything I say here, I'm fucked up like a snake in a bush hog, so my eyes are closed. I'm completely awake. I'm not passing out or nothing. I'm just have my eyes closed so I can think about the shit as I say it. Correct me if I say anything false here. I am willing to admit I'm wrong completely. I even do a follow-up if I fuck up anywhere. Easy, Professor Bart, any of you. Please do. Be open to do that.
His channel, they're just useless, right? They're anecdotes. They don't mean.
Oi, to quoque. Appealing to hypocrisy here.
Mean anything because they're not verified by a medical practitioner. Bart is a hypocrite because he only accepts anecdotes when they're on his side.
I explained why. I gave you a high probability of reason, high probability reasons why he does the success stories. He wants to red pill people. He wants to help people. It's out of genuine decency. You're trying to do a self-centered fucking viewpoint across. That's unsubstantiated by anywhere. And you wouldn't even have a slight tenth of a fuck diddle dick scaly fuck of a chance of getting the means to prove their cases to their anecdotes on their diagnoses. You wouldn't have that. Quadruple bypass surgery in the heart at 23. Fucking shut up.
James Blunt says he got scurvy. He says
So what?
his doctor said he got scurvy.
I could say my doctor told me I have 2 penises. If you want to see, y'all can see it in public. Honk honk. Doesn't mean I have 2 penises. It's just as vacuous. Same with the leprosy wise response. To prove that James Blunt's claims are just as fucking vacuous as mine having 2 10-inch cocks and Bart having leprosy.
Some random person.
Man, I wouldn't mind having a 10-inch penis, but at the same time, it would just be too big and I wouldn't be able to get it hard. It'd just be a fucking sloppy, pulsating thing I'd have to hold and use. That's not fun. No, I changed my mind. I would not have a 10-inch penis. No.
Healed IBS on carnivore, and Bart K trusts what they say.
And I explain why. I'm not going to repeat myself.
Bart K trusts whichever anecdote goes along with his bias.
Fucking hypocrisy. Keep fucking projecting, you prick.
Agenda.
He's not, but he said that he had scurvy from cooked carnivore.
Well,
Like,
okay.
why wouldn't you just-
Okay, I had leprosy, Joey. I had leprosy because
Look, what do you know? I called it.
I say so.
Again, Bart ridicules the anecdotes of people who don't fit his agenda. He's inconsistent, and despite there being
Keep being a fucking projector, kid.
the obvious possibility that someone gets scurvy on carnivore, given that carnivore is literally the lowest vitamin C diet
So what?
that people do that exists, he
So what?
still picks and chooses. No,
You sure about that? You haven't named off a single fucking fallacy he did. You claimed he did, but you haven't named a single fucking one off, kid.
diet is lower in vitamin C than
So?
carnivore, but yet Bart K says
So fucking what?
it's fine with no actual.
Yeah, because we don't have that much need for vitamin C when we have regulated uric acid metabolism and regulation in the body. And we're not sucking down carbs to bind to the same receptors vitamin C goes. And We're not trying to eat mixed macro bullshitting. Everybody says my balanced diet's accurate. No, we've been lied to for 100 fucking years. Fucking accept it or cope, seethe, mauled, and screech. Sorry. That is the scientific method induced accuracy in this field, in the literature that's actually truly used, not by the establishment in the medical system and the veg tards that are defended by it. Bruh, you need to stop. Stop making videos. Well, actually, no, don't stop making videos. I'll earn myself some credibility by fucking responding to this shit.
Evidence to back it up.
Dude, you're the active party. You have to back up the claim that we need more vitamin C. That was a chunk of it. You were the one who's supposed to back up the claim with hard evidence, under certain criteria, that raw meat's better for us. Bart, and then you lied claiming Bart said do not eat raw meat. He never said that. And you lied about multiple things, and he called you out on it. You're dishonest as fuck. You're a goddamn brat. God help you.
And Bart K thinks it's enough, and he's a research scientist.
Yeah, he would know.
So he can choose which anecdotes to trust, but
I explained it. I'm not going to keep repeating my fucking self, so I'm not.
we can't. He's the only one who can make that choice. It is absolutely insane.
In those two things.
It's insane that you still have the fucking nerve to say the shit and make these videos.
With vitamin C, what we know is that it denatures at 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
It starts to denature, but it does not fully denature at that point.
What you just
Starts to,
described
yes,
not a
but is
situation
there
that can be
sufficient
corroborated
vitamin
by
C
science.
remaining after fully cooking meat? Yes, there is. How do I know? Because I don't have fucking scurvy, Joey.
Bingo. And when you're not eating carbs at all, you get your need for vitamin C bottoms out damn nearly. He's been talking about this in his channel. Harry Serpanos talks about it in his channel. Many keto people, keto tards, talk about this on their fucking channels. Everybody's talked about it!
After 8.5 years.
Bart K makes a big mistake here, and he
No, you're making the mistake and then claiming he's the one. Fuck off.
contradicts himself. Why is Bart's anecdote to be trusted, but yet another person's isn't?
Because he knows the symptoms of scurvy. He knows the symptomology and he knows how to fucking detect it. He knows who to go to. That's just two reasons. That's two reasons right there. Knowing how to, what the symptomology is and knowing who to go to actually be sure. It's called process of elimination, you fucking idiot.
Bart K is not a medical practitioner by his
He's not a medical practitioner. He knows about this field. He's worked in it for longer than you've been alive, kid. Fuck off.
own logic. We should not trust his anecdotes. This is the equivalent to saying, look, I never developed lung cancer and I'm 100.
Not even close, bruh. Not even fucking close. The analogy this is a false analogy. False analogy. Fuck me.
Years old, therefore I know that smoking does not cause lung cancer. But Bart is a scientist, so we can take his unique experience and extrapolate that to everyone else. You know what, let's say this guy who lived till 100, who didn't get lung cancer smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, was also a research scientist. Okay, great. That means we can all smoke a pack of cigarettes a day since
No, it's not what Bart says. It's not what he insinuated. You're lying again. We have corroborated physiological pathways and cells and DNA and all that kind of shit, and figured out physiological pathways to how cigarette smoke can actually harm tissue and cells. Corroborated that with a fucking multitudes of thousands of percentages in the incidence rates of lung cancer with smoking. I did 2 videos on this. by causality in these fields. And I'm a shade-tree fucking mechanic, or former at the moment. Jesus Christ, kid. Look at that at the bare minimum. Look at my 2 videos at the bare minimum. Fucking asshole.
His experience is indicative of exactly what we will or will not experience. It's complete hypocrisy.
Cooked meat and you're unable
No, you're the hypocrite here.
to do it. Is that correct?
It's not correct because I have anecdotes.
No, anecdotes are not evidence, Joey. No, I'm sorry. No.
Oh, no, anecdotes are not evidence. That's funny because literally 1 minute ago, Bart uses his own anecdote as evidence.
You set the bar, he worked with it. You set the bar incredibly low, kid. Nice appeal to Tuquoqua yet again.
That there is sufficient vitamin C in cooked meat.
Very, very little.
Because it probably fucking is. His anecdote matches the lack of incidence of fucking scurvy and cooked meat carnivory across the fucking board, you fucking dickbat.
Oh, very little. Okay, well, how much
No, dick bag. I'm sorry.
is very little? And how are you going to support
No, that would be funny. A bat with a bat wings on a penis with fucking claws and legs. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. It's hideous, but it's funny. Luke, draw it.
a claim of very little? Again, do you have the diaries of all of these Sardinians for every day of their life?
Oh, I see. I got it. Okay, so we need diaries of every single Sardinian in existence to figure out if they were a group that, as a whole, engaged.
No, you need to write down everything you do as much as you can and work with someone that's willing to work with you in order to do a process of elimination, you little fucking stinky shit.
Engaged or did not engage in intense exercise. No, we don't need the diary of every Sardinian to figure that out. You wouldn't think that Bart K, who says he's proficient in statistics, would know that you can draw conclusions about a population without including all participants in that population as long as there's proper sampling. So there is no need to include all Sardinians.
Now you're just shitting out your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about here at all.
To draw logical conclusions about Sardinians. This is just a
Sardinians eat mostly meat. They eat cooked meat and raw meat. They eat plenty of fish, including sardines. I wonder where the name of sardines came from. Problem is, all sorts of societies, ancient to the present, have varying means of doing birth certificate, recording of fucking the lives of people. The problem is, they may or may not satisfy a bare minimum of what the Guinness World Records birth criterias or other criterias of birth certificate accuracy in a conventional birth certificate satisfies that bare minimum fucking requirement. And another thing, because of that, it's dubious at best. It's dubious. I don't doubt that a lot of them are over 100, but the longevity claims still have yet to be verified. Because, the bare minimum standard of how extensive documentation is for the birth of somebody. So, whatever. You're full of shit here.
question asked in bad faith, showing his ideological inconsistencies.
Lie to quoque, lie. Stop, Joey.
Once again, and also just
Once again, you're full of shit.
a lack of knowledge on stats, assuming
What stats? We don't hardly have any on them motherfuckers. Epidemiology's not fucking science, by the way.
he actually believed that you would need that information to justify the claim. The Sardinians do not do intense workouts, and they live a very long time. Bart was trying to deny my claim
Your claim was shit.
that pretty much posited that the longest living cultures do not engage in intense exercise to the degree that the shorter living cultures do.
I don't know. Hunting and killing mammoths and mastodons is pretty goddamn intense. Lifting fucking huge logs across your back up to your shoulders. Working heavy chunks of metal into the earth. Those are all intense exercises that fit that criteria. Unless you got a different one, but you wouldn't know because you don't know dick and you're just shitting out your mouth. You don't know dick about fuck.
He asked the question pretending that I would need to somehow be able to answer it to support the claim, but I did not need to answer it.
It's based on things that I like. It's based on things that I've seen. I mean, I'm just
things you've
I would
seen.
like to ask you the question. Can you give example? Like you can't give examples either showing that like exercise is good for longevity. So or that the long.
In this segment, Bart asks what my beliefs are based on when I say that longevity is best achieved by avoiding intense exercise. Not all beliefs have to rely on statistical outcome data. Bart himself.
To be scientific, you need good statistical outcome data. It's not about beliefs at that point. It's about, in this physical material plane, or this physically material heavy plane, empiricism of these things is the easiest, is the main form of satisfying the burden of proof. Shut the fuck up, kid.
Believes that close to zero as possible carbs is ideal, but there is no randomized experimental outcome data to substantiate that claim either. Bart is just being picky about what he chooses to require evidence.
No, he's not being picky. You're being willfully fucktarded. He follows the fucking standard of what is actually scientific criteria. Fuck off, kid.
For cooked carnivore has no randomized controlled trials, nor does raw meat, but I don't make that claim that we need this data. He does make that claim to need the.
I'm tired of this goddamn shit. So done with this kid. Guys, I'm getting tired because I've recorded and re-recorded this motherfucker, and the sleepiness is kicking in.